Issue order. Hold on, I gotta do it right way. Hold on. Issue order 66. Yes, it is a Star Wars show today, and Rich, did you send Gun Doctor the invite?
Yes, I did.
All right, I don't know where he is.
I don't know where he is
I will
either.
go ahead and hit him up. Yo, you coming on?
I'm calling him.
You coming? All right, guys. So this is Star Wars, and without the Gun Doctor, this ain't gonna
Hey,
work.
man, how are you?
Knows nothing about Star Wars. Why is it Star Wars? Because it is May the 4th, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So what's up?
All right, Gun Doctor's on it.
He's on it. All right,
He'll be here shortly.
Yeah.
So until then, I'll stand in and nerd out. I'll talk about. Wait, how do I offend everybody on every sci-fi genre in one quote? In the famous words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, make it so.
Whatever.
Or like I would have to do Firefly and what else? What else? Babylon 5 for all the super nerds out there.
Firefly is my favorite. CRS is doing good. I talked to him earlier on today. He's actually making a lot of friends in there. Justin is doing better. I'm not using that a lot.
Why do all prison jokes come to mind?
I have no idea. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Star Wars, and there's a couple different things about Star Wars that I want to talk about, and I'm just waiting for.
I don't know about Star Wars, but I know Star Trek. Isn't it true that the odd Star Trek movies didn't suck and the even ones did?
We're not talking about Star Trek today.
Oh, no Star Trek today. One of my least favorite Star Wars movies is the one with the Care Bears.
Return of the Jedi? Come on, dude.
Yeah, the Care Bears one? Come on.
Wicked?
Probably
Endor, man.
We're working up the least favorite to like the most least favorite is the Phantom Menace, which they did Phantom Edit of to cut out Jar Jar Binks.
You know what?
Do you still believe Jar Jar's a Sith Lord?
I never believed that.
Okay, because I mean, whoever thought to put Roger Rabbit in a Star Wars movie without Jessica Rabbit really blew it.
All right, so I think The Rise of Skywalker, or actually no, The Last Jedi was terrible. Then The Rise of Skywalker. Then The Phantom Menace. Not the, what is that? No, actually Phantom Menace kind of grew on me. So I would say The Force Awakens, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars. Not Clone Wars, not the series, but the
I gotta tell you, I gotta say is I'm really happy at the end of the Han Solo movie. I'm glad shit blew up because I would have woken up like early in the morning in the theater.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the Han Solo movie. I was just thinking about the Skywalker saga. But if you want to do all of it, I would say the worst ones were Episode 9, Episode 8, then Episode 9, then Episode 7, then Episode 1, Then Solo. Then Episode 2.
I think Solo could have been an epic MF movie. That could have been epic.
Yeah. Then 2. Then let me think. Then I would go to 3. Then Jedi. I was, Return of the Jedi. Then I would go Rogue One. Then Episode 1. Then
Gina did nothing wrong.
That is true. And then my favorite would have to be Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back was the best Star Wars. Rogue One was good because I'm not talking about the series here. Rogue One was good because of the freaking Darth Vader scene. You know what I'm talking about?
I saw the movie. I'm trying to remember.
Where the first time you see Darth Vader, fully powered up Darth Vader. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Not really.
This is why we need Gun Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Star Wars. Most of it I didn't sleep through. But I'm more of a classic Star Wars fan as opposed to all of the new crap. Definitely I've enjoyed Mandalorian. That was good.
Badass, man.
I really love Gina Carano in The Mandalorian. And
yeah, too bad she lost her series.
That sucks. So like right after that, I went on a binge of watching everything Gina Carano. And she had some good ones and she had some real stinkers, movies that she's done. But just love her, period. Let's see. Boba Fett was good. I like that. I only watched a couple episodes of the new one. What's the new one called?
Obi-Wan Kenobi or Andor.
Andor. I've only seen a few episodes. It just didn't click with me.
Well, Andor is not really the Force type thing. So maybe that's why. And you probably don't even realize about Resistance or Rebels or Clone Wars or Bad Batch or
Sour Patch. No,
none of these probably.
No, I actually I know more than I'm saying, but yeah. I definitely don't care as much about it as you do.
Or Gun Doctor, which he should be here because he's going to reveal his Star Wars channel today.
No, he's not. You know that's not.
Obi-Wan John is really obsessed. Even if clouds everything. Obi-Wan Kenobi. You gotta love our community. Yeah. But yeah, you don't remember the end of the Darth Vader?
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna do a commentary on this. It's coming to be a commentary, Disney. We're gonna get copyright struck. I know that.
Are you bringing up the video?
Yeah. Hold on.
Always like that. It's like, he can't die because he's in the later movies.
Who?
Whoever.
What? No, you can use the world
when they do asynchronous movies and do prequels and all that crap. The bad guy can't die because he's in the later movies, unless they reincarnate him somehow.
Cirrus is a Padawan. Here we go. Gun Doctor TV. What is up, my friend?
What's up,
Doc?
man? How's it going, Rich?
Good.
You guys ready?
Good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was
Like
running late.
this was one of the badass scenes of Star Wars. I know we're probably if you stop it every 7 seconds and remove it, then add it, re-add it, we should be okay. Look, this
Who's
is
counting?
they've actually honestly there's actually like a plugin that you can get that does it automatically.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be good on your Star Wars channel, huh, Gun Doctor?
Yeah, it would be.
Order 66. All right, now watch this, Rich. Rich doesn't remember this scene.
I probably would have to care to remember
Listen, you hear the breathing.
Damn, he's good. He's powerful. Wow. Yeah, shake your fist at him. Now, if only 2 people shot at the same time, he wouldn't possibly be able to deflect them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he did that to me. All right, now, Gun Doctor, quiz for you.
Okay.
Do you notice his lights are all off at the very beginning?
Uh-huh.
Oh, on the chest panel?
Yeah, that was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I trained him, just saying. That was an intentional thing because they said that he wanted to instill fear in there to feed off the fear.
Yeah. That's how dark side works.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the best scenes Disney's ever done.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like they're just mowing them down. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome.
Absolutely.
What? Okay, the most badass scenes I will show. Well, they're not lasers; they're blaster bolts.
Right.
So they're not lasers; they're little bolts.
It's actually
nerd
out here a little bit. It's actually ionized gas. It's Tabana gas. It's been ionized. Yeah.
And accelerated.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So my top 3 badass scenes, I would say that one is number 1.
Uh-huh.
Close second, which is actually a scene I prefer, but it's not as badass. Well, maybe it is Mandalorian season 2 season finale.
Yes.
Okay.
And those scenes are comparable. They kind of
Luke.
mirror each other.
Well, Dave Filoni said he did that on purpose.
Right.
He wanted to mirror the scenes, father and son.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
And
so
my third, go ahead.
I was going to say, what's your third?
The introduction of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian.
Yes. Before they did the Book of Boba Fett.
Before they did the Book of Boba Fett. Wait, that's my armor. It belonged to my father.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal scene. That showed what fans wanted, and then they took it a completely different direction with Space Vespas.
Yeah, he destroyed those guys in that scene.
Yep. Yeah,
if you
was
don't
great.
know the Stormtrooper, he goes around. The Force is strong in there. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi in the chat, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, this is my Japanese Star Wars shirt to show how much of a nerd I am.
Did you pick it
that's
up
pretty
in Japan?
great.
What's that?
Did you pick it up in Japan yourself?
No.
Oh.
But it showed the original picture of the international poster where you notice the orange lightsaber.
Yeah.
Which they're bringing back.
Yeah, I got those posters hanging. I got the original art.
Now, what do you think? I got some of the original film that they filmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's in my son's room.
Really?
It's just stills from it, but yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. It's hanging up on my son's room. It's all framed and everything.
So are you kids Star Wars nerds also?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I would say 100%.
That was a double yes.
Yeah, I remember. I showed my son, like my oldest, my youngest is into it, but not as much as my oldest. My oldest was been into it since he was like 4 years old, and when he was 4, we watched. It was like 8 o'clock on a Friday. I said, I want to watch it, and it was May the 4th. And I said, I'm gonna watch episode 1. And my wife's like, well, and my son's like, can I watch it, Daddy? So yeah, you can go. Not episode 1. Sorry, it was like episode 4. Right? A New Hope. So he's like, I was like, yeah. My wife's like, he's gonna fall asleep. So she comes down at like a little bit after 11. After you've been watching.
You talking in the theater?
No, he didn't. He didn't. So my wife walks in and he's just like this.
Had him hooked.
And he was up. Then the next night he was like, can we watch another one? So we watched Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
And when we got the famous line, no, Luke, Obi-Wan lied to you. I heard what you said. Obi-Wan lied to you. The whole Luke, I'm your father, but he never really said that. But my son, 4 years old, goes, Daddy, that's Luke's daddy. He was so shocked. It was
Who
all
saw that coming?
Well, George Lucas didn't see it at the end of when he finished Star Wars. In fact, my son had a project where he had to report on a famous person, and he chose George Lucas.
Nice.
Okay.
So I would say he's definitely a Star Wars fan. It's the Bubba helmet.
Oh yeah.
Well, now, which one is that?
This one is which brand is this? Do you remember? The Black Series, okay. Yeah.
The Black Series, yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Howard directed the Solo movie? Oh, no wonder.
Yeah. Well, his dad was involved with the originals.
Nah, well.
Or no, he was. He may have been. He may have been involved with the originals.
Yeah, just think about that, man. When he did Star Wars. Oh, interesting. There was no Yoda in the original Star Wars.
No.
Originally.
But
no.
So what? Yoda was after the first cut?
No, they weren't going to keep. They weren't going to kill off Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
Oh,
they figured that at the end of the original script, he was just sitting around. So they're like,
let's kill him.
Yeah, we got to kill him to make it more.
Right. And then when Star Wars actually took off and was a bigger hit than George expected, he finished out the storyline, and he needed someone because he's planning on bringing Obi-Wan as a ghost, but he needed someone physical to train Luke. So he had to create the character Yoda.
Yeah.
All right. So who is Grogu, and where did Grogu come from?
That's never going to be answered.
Well, you see a mommy Grogu and a daddy Grogu.
No, probably Yaddle, maybe Yaddle and Yoda.
That's what I was thinking. It was like preserve the race type of thing.
Yeah, Yaddle was a female Yoda type species, but they're never going to name the species.
No, that was part of George's the whole mystery behind it.
So now The Mandalorian is a prequel, right?
No.
Mandalorian.
Well, right now they're 7 years after the fall of the Empire.
Okay.
After
the Battle of Yavin.
The Battle of Yavin. But it was originally 5 years, but they said I can say 8 years because, according to Dave Filoni, between season 2 and season 3 was 3 years. Grogu was out training with Luke for 3 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now they didn't make that clear in the series, but
No, but he did have an interview.
yeah.
Dave Filoni
clarified.
builds a lot of war. He's a world builder. So there's a lot that like people are like, oh, Mandalorians can't take off their helmets, but Bo-Katan, Kreese, and all them they took off their helmets, and then you found out that it wasn't the Night Owls. They were the Children of the Watch with the Death Watch, and that's
the Death Watch.
Like zealots, basically.
Yeah, he did a really good job building that world. And Dave Filoni, honestly, he saved Star Wars with the Clone Wars series. It kind of revitalized things.
Oh yeah, Clone Wars was awesome.
It absolutely was, and he created one of the best characters, which I think the new movie should have been about. But
Ahsoka,
yeah,
Ahsoka, yeah, man.
See, I would have taken an Ahsoka movie over that garbage. I'm not a fan of the new ones. I'm not.
Well, the Ahsoka series should be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Whoever Obi-Wan Kenobi is, he's throwing out there. He knows his Star Wars. Yeah. Dave Filoni is a lore writer.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Woke Wars.
Woke Wars. The Kathleen Kennedy movies are the Woke Wars.
Yes,
but you have the Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau,
right,
side of Star Wars, which Dave Filoni is getting a movie.
Yes,
and they're not woke writers. Right, Kathleen Kennedy is the one who, and Ruin Johnson.
Ruin Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been something, but they just, I don't know. They dropped the ball on that one.
Well, I think they might actually retcon stuff by using the world in between or whatever.
I've heard that rumor going around the Star Wars community, but
I think it's a hope.
It is a hope. It is, but I think they're going to have to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy before they can do anything really.
Yeah,
she seems to be the driving force of everything bad that's come out.
Yeah, well, they do have the in the Ahsoka series, they have the orange lightsabers coming back.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool homage to, because
they
did that off their original posters. Yeah.
You know who Mace Windu is, Rich?
No idea.
Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Oh, okay.
He had a purple lightsaber because he was mostly light, but he used some of the dark side forces.
So the color of your lightsaber is whether you're from the light or the dark?
No. The dark side makes the kyber crystals bleed.
It turns them red.
And so it turns them red.
But the color does have something to do with your force alignment, according to the lore. Like in I'm going to get into some really nerdy stuff here. Okay, so you go back to like the High Republic era.
I told you there.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. Obi-Wan knows what's up.
Yeah, he knows about Tetra Satine of the Mandalorians. All right, go ahead.
So during the High Republic era, a lot of their blades were like a golden color. They were like what Rey's was at the end of the new movies. But the Jedi Temple Guard also had those.
Yeah, the Jedi Temple Guard still had those.
Right. Well, in the lore, the modern Jedi can't create those because their stance in the Force is not correct. So that's why there's all blue and green and sometimes purple.
Yeah, well, purple because there's dark side, but now there's orange. So I think they're more.
I think they're bringing back the dark Jedi lore. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking to myself.
because originally, when they made this in the 70s and 80s, there was no such thing as a Sith.
No,
Like
no.
Like if you read the original Thrawn books from the early 90s, they referred to Vader as a dark Jedi. So I think they're kind of bringing that back.
Yeah, I definitely do think that they're bringing that back, and I think that's going to be kind of cool. I don't know. I was reading a lot of George Lucas when he actually came up with the ideas of it, and it was interesting because, like you said, they didn't have like Siths; they were gray Jedi's.
Yeah.
And one of the characters, the Bendu, that's what the Jedi's were originally called.
Yeah. The original Jedi used both sides of the Force, and they balanced it out. They used balance, and then they started separating the two.
No, but when he wrote it, the original, instead of calling them Jedi,
he was calling them Windu.
Bendus.
Interesting.
But then he changed it to Jedi's. Then he brought the Bendus back in lore, but he brought the name back.
Okay.
But Bendus were the original name of the Jedi's.
Interesting.
And Rich, do you know why George Lucas made Star Wars?
No idea.
He tried to make another movie, but he couldn't get the rights to it. Gun Doctor, don't say it. I know you already know it.
It wasn't American Graffiti 2, was it?
No. He wanted to make a Flash Gordon movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, they missed an opportunity.
Well,
there are no good Flash Gordon movies.
True.
And
unless you're drunk.
And he went over a budget from the studio, so he paid his own money into it, or parts.
What's the one with the teddy bear that talks?
He's talking Return of the Jedi.
Was the movie Ted? No. Was the movie Ted?
Ted.
And they had Flash Gordon in that.
Yeah. Okay. I never saw it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
No.
No.
Yeah. They're drinking with what's his name? Who played Flash Gordon?
Who played Flash Gordon?
I'm not really sure. I don't go back as far as Rich does. So.
Ooh! Wow!
You have no idea.
Wow!
But get this. One of the most interesting things was the studio didn't want to gamble on it. They only wanted to put up a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
So George Lucas, and the way he said, I'll put up some of my money, but I want the return, like all merchandise.
Yeah.
The merchandise
rights and part of the movie's returns. And they're like, we're never going to sell any merchandise. Over $1 billion later.
Right.
So they thought they were like, dude, this guy's stupid. He's going to take less money for part of the returns, for a percentage of the returns, and on all the merchandise rights.
Oof.
And the future rights for the future movies.
Yep.
So they didn't even own the rights to any of the sequels. They gave him the sequel.
Wow. They're like, here, take it. Wow.
Yeah, he used a good chunk of his money from American Graffiti.
Yeah.
And after the success of the first one, he used his own money for the rest of it. That way he can keep the studios and the execs out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he could tell his story.
That's why the first 3 movies were good and the rest.
Well, he got turned down by a lot of studios too.
For what? The sequels?
No, like the original.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so did what's-her-face that wrote Harry Potter. Oh, Corvette Summer. Oh my God. That movie was so bad. I'm a car guy, and that movie was bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, don't. Just It's 2 hours of your life you're going to want back.
Yeah. Now I've seen American Graffiti.
Yeah, I mean that's a classic. That's just
Now, what do you think about them bringing back like R5?
I don't know. It's a little campy. I
R5's the
guess.
beach ball.
No, that's
Not the
BB-8.
trash can, but the beach ball.
No,
No,
that's BB. That's BB1. No,
no,
R5 was in
BB1's no
the
BB-8 is the beach
or
ball.
BB. Yeah,
BB1
BB8.
is the
See, I don't like the new ones, so I don't follow their lore very much.
BB1 is the one from the game.
Yeah.
No, R5. What? Remember you remember the droid that blew up a gasket at the very beginning,
Yes.
and they had to like,
Yes.
exchange it.
Uh-huh.
Well, he did
That's
that
him.
on purpose because R2D2 told him the whole entire what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he had to get So he blew a gasket on purpose to get R2.
So now we know what the robots were thinking.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni, I'm telling you, he's a storyteller.
He is.
Right?
He is. I mean, I think it's a little fan servicey, but I like this. I would like to see new, more creative things, like The Mandalorian itself. When the first 2 seasons, they were, they brought Disney, legitimacy in the Star Wars realm. But
Yeah, because everyone was like, dude, what the hell is this? And they saw that.
right. So I don't know. I'd like to see some innovation, I guess.
Well, they're going to do a High Republic series. That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah. Now, have you read any of the High Republic books?
Yes.
Falling Star and all this.
Yeah. So I think the Ahsoka one is going to be. I think Edger is going to come back.
Yes. I think they're going to find him at the end of the series, towards the end.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hunt.
Well, Thrawn is coming back.
Yeah, see, Thrawn is my absolute favorite character in Star Wars, and I'm really nervous if they're going to mess this up.
Rich is looking at you like, who the hell's Thrawn? Grand Admiral Thrawn, man.
Let me Google that.
He's a blue dude.
Did Kirk have sex with him?
No.
No.
No, he did not help Kirk.
Oh, that's Green Ladies. Ah, get that.
Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think you nervous about what they're going to do with Thrawn?
Yeah. Now they brought Timothy Zahn in to oversee this. He was the creator of the Thrawn character in 91, I think.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of hopeful that they're going to do it the right way.
Yeah. Like in Rebels, they portrayed him a little bit more of your typical bad guy.
Rebels is my all-time favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't hold up the Clone Wars. My opinion.
Man. When Kanan like revealed himself as a Jedi,
yeah, that was pretty good.
Scene.
It was. The reactions from it, it was pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great things from the Rebels, but I thought they did throw in a little wrong in that.
Great character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chopper, great droid.
Yeah,
the goat.
I agree with that. Yep.
Hey man, you saw a Rebels character in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I thought they did really good with that.
Zev, yeah.
Zeb, yep.
Yeah, but they didn't like highlight. I mean, it wasn't like in your face cameo of a character.
They did it well. They did it very well.
Just
when I first saw it, I was like, is that? So me and my son were debating it, but it was Zeb. So it was the way they did it was great.
Yeah.
The Admiral Akbar is my favorite character.
It's a trap.
Yeah. If you ever want to read Star Wars, you gotta go with the Thrawn books, and that'll get you familiar with the character.
Great character.
Yeah. See, I listen to them on my way to work, and I just nerd out. I got an hour drive, so I nerd out on my way to work, and it's great.
Yeah, Thrawn's a great character. Ahsoka Tano is a great character.
That's what I'm saying. If they would have did the Ahsoka movies instead of the Rey movies, I think it would have been way better received.
I want to see a Wookiee.
Okay.
Yeah, there is Wookiee Jedis.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was one in the Clone Wars. He was a youngling, and then he made an appearance again in the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So
Gunzi.
Grievous. What was Grievous?
Grievous was a cyborg.
Yeah.
So there was some brain in him, or?
Yes, yeah. He started out as a regular creature, and basically Sidious and Tyrannus turned him into what you see in the movies. But he was from this warlike species, and they basically took his vitals and put him inside the shell and made him more capable.
He never had any force capabilities.
No.
And the reason why he got force choked, and that's the reason why he coughed a lot.
Yeah.
Mace Windu did that, right?
Yes. And they did that in the original Clone Wars cartoon, where the animation style is completely different. It's more of a Samurai Jack animation style.
So I thought you couldn't use a lightsaber if you weren't a Jedi.
No, you can use a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a Jedi?
Dude, the Inquisitors, they use lightsabers a lot.
Okay.
And they're not Jedi first, Siths.
Well, a lot of them were Padawans and Jedis that turned after the Purge.
Yeah, but they're not Jedi anymore.
Right. And they're not Sith either.
They're not Sith, yeah. Because there can only be two Siths at one time, the rule of two.
But even Han Solo used a lightsaber in the second movie. Well, I guess not the second, but yeah, the fifth movie.
Finn used one too.
Mm-hmm. But Finn turned out to be force sensitive.
Yeah.
Which I think that would have been a great story to see.
So what you're saying is there's a spectrum of Jedi. It's just not binary Jedi or non-Jedi.
Right.
You have gray Jedis. You have Siths, dark Jedis.
Yeah.
Full Jedis. I think the Jedis are like Ahsoka's not really a Jedi anymore.
No. I think she falls more along the lines of gray Jedi.
Yeah. And she's force sensitive. She's trained as a Jedi, but she's not a Jedi. She doesn't follow the Jedi path.
Right.
The Jedi path is very narrow.
Yeah.
There's no room for anything.
Right. And that's what led to the destruction. Is that narrow-mindedness.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about this a lot. Let's say that Maul never killed Qui-Gon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one that trained Anakin. Do you think he would have still turned to the dark side?
No. See, this is a debate in the Star Wars community. And George Lucas has kind of confirmed it. Even the music called Battle of the Fates or Duel of the Fates. That's the name of the battle itself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah. And if Qui-Gon had lived, then Anakin would have became his full potential. So instead he had to settle for Obi-Wan, who was more dogmatic, more like the Jedi as a whole, whereas
Like
whereas
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon listened to the Force.
Yeah, he embraced relationships.
Yes.
He embraced connections
Yes.
where the Jedi were told not to.
Right.
So, what do you think about in The Mandalorian? Spoilers. When Grogu becomes Din Grogu, what
Yeah.
the hell is that from?
I don't know. It's kind of backwards.
Because it's not, because I was like, they're like, well, maybe that's the way the children of the Watch do it. But then you have Paz Vizsla.
Right. The House of Isla. Right.
Yeah.
See, that makes me think it comes from Din's original background, where his last name is first and his first name is last. You know,
Well,
kind of
they're
like,
gonna explore. I mean, I guess they would. They're. I mean,
because I believe the Chinese people, I believe you
Koreans.
say their last name, or
Yeah.
oh, is it Koreans? Okay, yeah.
Like the Kim family.
Right, exactly, yeah. So that's the best I could figure. Kind of one of those situations. So they ended that series. What do you think they can go from here?
I wanted to see someone ride the Mythosaur,
Yeah,
like Mandalore.
yeah, and they just teased it twice. So I don't know, but they
Well,
ended
Grogu
it
was talking to the Mythosaur,
right. Yeah.
so maybe Grogu's gonna ride the Mythosaur.
Well, there's theories that the
If
show
you
itself
ain't
is
Lando,
about
you
him.
ain't black. Wow. Well, I don't know. I think the Mythosaur is going to come back somehow.
Yeah. So do you think the Mandalorian, do you think Din Djarin's going to show up in Ahsoka?
I mean, I didn't like how they shoehorned him into the Book of Boba.
Yeah.
Because like 2 episodes that were like basically Mandalorian season 2.5.
Right. And from the way I understand it, there's 2 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett that we don't see.
Yeah.
Like even Tamara Morrison, he was kind of surprised at the way they did it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I read that interview.
Yeah.
He wasn't too happy.
Right. And I think that was another Kathleen Kennedy decision.
It was.
Yeah. She's the dark side for sure.
Yeah, they should just turn everything over to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
Just let them tag team the whole entire Star Wars universe.
How do you think Kathleen Kennedy got to where she is? Because she started out as fetching coffee for George Lucas. And then she became a producer on like E.T. or something.
George Lucas is very loyal to people.
Yeah.
He likes to give them opportunities, sometimes undeserved opportunities.
Yes.
It's
I agree with that. But honestly, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they would handle it so much better.
well, they're actual fans.
Right. Will they get everything right? No. But
I
it
mean,
can't be as bad as it is.
Dave Filoni sits at home and thinks up Star Wars lore in his head.
Right.
You know, like he's just a great Star Wars guy. He's
Yeah.
a super
I
fan.
agree. I agree.
And he knows what fan wants, and he knows how to deliver.
Yeah.
Like I am sure the Luke thing was a response to The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I kind of thought that myself.
Because everyone wanted to see full powered Luke, and we didn't get to see that in The Last Jedi.
Right.
And then we saw them. You saw the end of season 2, Rich, right?
Oh yeah.
Where like it took the whole team just to take down like one dark trooper, and there's like 100 of them.
And just Luke obliterated him.
Yeah, Luke walked on like they were nothing. I mean, like he didn't even stop walking; he just continued walking. Just showing him as he was walking. That's why we have Gun Doctor on today.
Yeah, we were going to test Rich's knowledge.
Obviously, Rich don't have any knowledge.
Yeah.
But let's quiz Rich.
Yeah, first 3 movies didn't suck.
Who is Revan?
I like the prequels. Ooh. Yeah.
What?
Rich.
Who
is Revan?
Oh gosh, is that the one from the Boba Fett
No.
movie? The
No.
no.
When you said, "Is that the one?" I was like, "Nope." Darth Revan.
Oh,
Like 1,000 years before the movie. I don't know how many years. How many years is it?
It's before the New Republic, so I think it's like
couple thousand.
5,000 years.
5,000 years, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's during the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Back when there were Sith Jedi Wars and the Mandalorian Wars.
How about Star Killer?
Ooh, which one?
Give me any Star Killer. There's 2 of them. Go give me both.
I know we had this conversation once.
Yeah, we did.
I know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is.
There's a Star Killer base and there's a Star Killer character, which will
that's what we talked about, the Star Killer character in the past, and that Vader was stronger than Star Killer.
Yeah, and Star Killer pulled down a freaking Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer. Did you play a lot of the Force Unleashed games?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're good stories.
Yeah, I agree. Now, did you play the old Knights of the Old Republic?
Didn't really get too much into that. I do have it. I just never.
Yeah.
Played it.
I didn't play much of that either.
I got it
for have
free.
Read a lot of the books.
They had it for free on Steam like a month ago.
Oh, nice.
It was the same time they had the Jedi. Oh my God, the one that's before Jedi Survivor.
Oh,
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Yeah.
Yeah, they had that for like 99 cents.
Really?
Yeah, for the deluxe edition.
Wow.
So I grabbed that.
Wow. So, have you beaten the new one yet?
No, my son's gonna play it. Was playing it first, so I'm gonna let him finish it. And
oh, okay. So I won't go into any spoilers.
yeah. So I'm gonna let him finish it.
Yeah.
All right,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Obi-Wan had a love interest, right?
And her name has already been said. It's been said in the chat.
You don't have to give me the name, but just give me where she's from or the culture she's from.
I'm reading Safety Harbor Firearms comment. The Ewoks for 100.
All right, is that your final answer?
Do I get a lifeline?
Duchess 15.
Yeah, Duchess 15 of the Mandalorians. The new Mandalorians.
The new Mandalorian. Because you have the new Mandalorians, you have the Night Owls, you have Death Watch, the Children of the Watch.
Yeah.
What were the pacifist ones?
Yeah, that was the new Mandalorians. That was Duchess Satine. Yeah.
But what were the
they were pacifist.
But there was one that wasn't as pacifist, but we're not warlike.
Oh, you got me there. I don't know.
Hold on. Here's my son. Hey, we're doing our Star Wars show.
Hello.
Let me.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so we are doing Star Wars. Matthew is playing Jedi Survivor now.
Well, I was.
You were? You beat it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Playing this other Star Wars game on Move Block.
Oh, you're playing another Star Wars game today. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Matthew is a huge. I was telling him the story when you found out that Obi-Wan was not Obi-Wan. Sorry, Darth Vader was Luke's dad when you were little. Yeah, and I was telling him about the piece of film that we have upstairs in your room, on your wall.
Oh yeah.
He wants it.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous about that.
I like it though.
Should we
You
send
like
it to
it,
him?
Okay, fair enough.
But I want it.
I know. I'm just joking. We're not going to send it to him.
Like, are they real or something?
Yes, it's from the actual filming of the movie.
Like the original?
Yes. Yes, it's very rare, Matthew.
Yeah, there's no
Very
fake
rare.
stuff in Trump Pass, except the wood on his deck.
Yeah.
I had absolutely no freaking idea it was that weird. That was.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite Jedi, Matthew?
Mm.
Who do you think? From the games, the movies, the series.
Oh, if you're talking about the game, then it's Cal. If you're talking about the movies, I have no freaking idea.
It's Cal. He likes Cal.
Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
Cal Kestis.
From Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
Yep. I agree. He's a good one.
Did you see the
No.
did you see the like the shorts that they did? Not the shorts, but the
Yes.
one-off episodes where they showed
Tales of the Jedi.
yeah, where they actually went into Count Dooku's background.
Yes. That was so good. They did a really
Yeah.
good job with that.
You see how like why he did what he did.
Yeah. And they kind of changed some things in that series, like how Yaddle died.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did.
I'm not mad about it though. I think it was well done. To be a short, not even Tina Turner. So who's your favorite Jedi?
My favorite Jedi?
Uh-huh.
Ahsoka, actually.
Yep. I agree with that. That's my favorite.
The double lightsabers is just dude, like the Mandalorian episode where she's like where they're sending out the people to kill her.
Yes.
And it's like all foggy and dark, and you see the guys running around, and all of a sudden you see the her lightsaber light up, and like the guy you hear her scream, the lightsaber goes down.
Yeah,
Daddy,
that was well done.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Then it's like that was a badass scene too.
Yes, I agree.
Daddy.
Which was it was a copy of a Japanese movie.
Yep. Kurosawa. One of his movies. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah.
Which was pretty good.
So are you nervous what they're going to do with the Ahsoka series? Because from what I heard, Kathleen Kennedy had nothing to do with it. So
yeah, no, that's why I'm kind of I'm kind of looking forward to it. because she had nothing to do with it. And I like how they're bringing the orange lightsabers. Although there is an orange lightsaber
In the lore.
yeah, well, and Jedi Fallen Order.
And I'm pretty sure there's one
Yeah.
in Jedi Survivor. It's just you need like the
You need a
pack
lot.
that costs more money.
Yeah,
And
you need a
Jedi
lot.
Yes.
Survivor was way more expensive than Jedi Fallen Order, according to my dad.
Yeah.
It's $70 compared. So the first one, to get the premium pack, it's $6. But for the
Yeah, that's what
second
it
one,
was.
to get the normal pack, it's $70.
Yep.
You know, there was the first MMO Star Wars game was awesome when they made Star Wars Galaxies.
Yeah.
Where they made a long progression, a huge quest that took forever to become a Jedi.
Yes.
You just couldn't unlock it. But then they unlocked it for everyone, and they kind of ruined the MMO.
Ruined the whole thing. Yeah.
Because you would only see a Jedi, like, if they're very, very rare.
Yeah. See, that's awesome. I hate when they nerf stuff like that.
Yeah, then they just open up there. What's up?
What's MML?
MML?
Yeah,
I have no idea. Why?
MMO.
the game you were talking about.
MMO. Massively multiplayer online. Yeah, but that kind of really pissed me off. I used to play that game and it was great. And I didn't have a Jedi slot open, but it was really cool that it was like a hard quest that you had to be like put in like hours and hours. I would have been pissed.
Put in all that work, then all of a sudden they're like, everybody gets it.
Because
Yeah,
it was
it's
actually like 30 days of playtime.
Yes.
Not like 30 days, but 30 days of playtime at the soonest.
Right.
That's basically 30 days straight.
It's
Yeah.
they basically took something that was challenging and hard and made it a participation trophy.
Yeah. Well, I think because only like 7 people got it opened.
Right.
But
See,
I thought that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it awesome.
Yeah. You know, they were the only ones that were Jedi. I don't know. It kind of pissed me off.
Yeah. How long did you have? How much playtime did you have?
I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I had about 100 days.
Yeah.
But I never did the quest because you would have to dedicate
so much time to it.
Yeah, it was just not worth it. And sometimes, like, you couldn't like just start over the quest. So sometimes,
Gosh, Crumpy, you should put your phone on silent. You know,
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty unprofessional.
Sometimes it would take you like the quest that you had to play straight through, like nonstop, and for like 6 hours, 7 hours. I think the longest part was like 9 hours that it took. But if you would have like take a break, it would have been over. Or if you had died during that time, you would have to start over.
Right. It was legit hard.
Yeah, it was almost impossible.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of appealing to me. I don't know. I like that challenge. Like that.
Well, I came from the EverQuest world, so
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you know anything about EverQuest.
Only a little. Yeah.
EverQuest.
It was a game that was insanely hard.
Yeah.
Even harder than the Jedi game to get the 9-hour quest.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are gonna take off. There's some breaking news I gotta jump on.
Uh-oh. Jar Jar was the Sith Lord.
All right. Follow Gun Doctor at Gun Doctor TV on YouTube.
Yep.
Follow Star Wars. Follow Rich on Flying Rich Firearms. And you know where to find me. A video will probably be dropping in the next 20, 30 minutes. Actually, I'm
And
going to
you
go
could-
live.
Awesome. And you can check out my Star Wars channel at
Bye, guys.